hello, who is that? Breaking Waves podcast? It is. It's Music Man Dan. Sitting across from me is the the fun.
Well, I'm sitting next to you today on this couch that we got. It's your boy DeVaughn Taylor on these IKEA couches that get at us.
For the podcast listeners, the couches are still here.
Do you guys dig the couches? Let us know if you guys like the couches or not.
If we don't care if you don't dig them, but do like and subscribe.
I mean, I'm liking this casual vibe for Breaking Waves. I'm into it.
I'm ready to have a convo.
Yeah. Who we got this week?
We have the one, the only, real smooth operator, JDAM. JDAM, welcome.
Thank you for welcoming today. Was good.
How are you feeling over there? You're looking fine.
Thank you so much.
Looking real island boy over there.
I'm an island boy.
I'm an island boy.
I'm feeling phenomenal, man. It's a great day.
Do we sorry to jump right in? Do you hate that? Hey, these guys sung this horrible rap and now they're super popular. Like, does that part of that? Like, what the actual f?
Ironically, I find it very entertaining. It's social media.
It's a catchy tune. I love it.
I mean, the video is just fucking hilarious.
It's true.
But yeah, like, I mean, it's interesting that, someone that all it takes sometimes is that one thing, like
that one little instance.
Like, I always say when when you're working towards being an artist or being a creator in these modern days, as far as like trying to get big, it's either A, you have that like one thing, that video that just happens to be searched about or something, or like a celebrity might post it or something, or you gotta like grind it out consistently for however long. I know that's something important to you that we were kind of talking about off camera, is like you're an all-around artist. You got obviously got the fashion digs, you got some music coming, some films. Like, so when you talk about you want to be the most consistent artist out there, what does that mean to you?
For me, I look at the people that I look up to, and it always falls back into consistency. So I told myself, if that's what I admire in these artists, why am I over planning? Why am I taking 3 months? Oh, I got to do this, then take another 6 months. Keep over strategizing, over planning, and being the perfectionist over and over and over. Time is just going by. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just put the art out there and just have fun.
Right. The most important availability is being available, right?
Being
available for your audience. If you have consistency, people are going to consistently want to show up and see what you have to offer.
Yeah.
Don't make them wait. JDAM, we want more.
Yeah, and I think the mindset changed because, before the mindset was, how could I gain? But now it's like, how could I give service every day? My currency is how many people I inspire every day. So that's how I'm thinking now. I wake up with a different why. So now it's like, yo, if I ain't put out, then I didn't inspire somebody.
Yeah. I like that you look at it that way instead of just like, oh, I'm trying to get more followers.
Yeah.
You're not followers, but like you said, like you want more people that are, inspired and like, because you want, art in the best case should always be like an equal transaction.
Of course. And think about all the greatest companies that we have. They brought value to our life, right? There's Uber, right? There's Amazon, right? There's Airbnb. They thought about a problem, and they thought how they could create a solution for people. So that's how I wanted to think. I wanted to think, how could I just give service to people? So
I got a real problem with Uber's prices right now. I'm saying, that's
definitely
difficult.
not
I am constantly drinking and driving. No one pulled me over. No one's watching, so it doesn't matter. But again, yes, don't make a problem for yourself. Well, JDAM, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. Sorry, we got on an Island Boy sidetracked. It's happened to a lot of people.
No, we dived right in like true Island boys.
Yeah. Island Boys dive in, dude. Speaking of,
sued.
Yeah, they got sued. Just in the background. Speaking of Islandy, so for our just listeners, JDAM is wearing a gorgeous shimmering blue. What is that? That's a
beautiful
blue
with flowers, purple flowers,
blue.
Pink pants, some nice shoes.
Corduroy, like it's a pink corduroy and some just very clean Nikes. He looks sexy, is all I'm trying to say.
You guys should be watching the video version on BetaWave TV YouTube channel. Make sure you're like and subscribe.
That's a fact.
But yeah, you guys are totally missing out if you're not on this video. One thing that I appreciate about your ensemble, because you do a thing that I do, is so you got your two main colors, right?
Yeah.
And then you have them alternating between. So it's like you got the green and the shoe and the shirt, and then the pants and the sunglasses with the pink.
It's all the details. Well, put up your foot so they can see it in the video. Just
Oh,
yeah, there you
super
go.
dope.
So they get it.
And your shirt almost matches the vase of the plant.
Is it important to wear an outfit out? Do you feel more powerful if you look good? Is it important to say put on your cape?
I think now is like I try to live with my P's. I think everyone should have a P's in life. So one of my P's are presentation. Everything that I do, I want to make sure I'm presenting right. That's how. That's the vibration I'm attracting. That's how you're gonna see me. If I don't take care of myself, my hygiene, the way I look, you're gonna already.
What are you gonna help me take care of?
Yeah, you're gonna already have a judgment on me. I don't want this person. You look at me, I look like opportunity. I look like prosperity. So you're gonna come to me saying, "Yo, how could this guy help me out? How could I do something with this person?" Versus me just like not giving a damn type stuff, you know?
Yeah, I mean, fashion does like show that you're putting extra thought into not only the way you're, like you said, presenting yourself and how it makes you feel, but then how you're presenting to others, like. And it just shows that there's like a thought being put into it,
Yeah, and even if you was in pajamas, clothes is about comfortability. You could be in straight pajamas right now. If you look like the coolest person in pajamas right now and you comfortable, then that's your fashion.
Right. Your what am I trying to think? Your confidence also helps. Like you could be looking like a bum, but if you have all the confidence in the world, you can make a bum look good. And they also say, never judge a book by its cover. Well, those people never read books.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
No, I mean, presentation's everything. I think the people at the Starbucks I go to are nicer to me because I would be coming in the mornings and I'd be like looking, schlubby. And I would.
What? So you say like, oh, look at this poor homeless man.
Well, because on top of because I'd be wearing comfy clothes because I'm taking Cal to go play in the park.
Oh yeah.
So that's not the issue, but the issue was that I had Cal's stuff like in a Walmart bag.
Oh wow.
In like a plastic
bag.
That's a
faux pas. That's a no.
Because it's a dirty ball, so yeah, I have it in a plastic bag. So then I got tote bags specifically.
Thank you.
For whenever I go to the park with Cal. So now I have a tote bag with me in Starbucks.
JDAM, are you
not the plastic bag?
Are you bring a tote bag to the grocery store guy?
Nah.
Okay, I stopped doing it too. I feel like an asshole. I'm killing seagulls left and right.
But in that scenario, I get it though.
But you see what I mean though? Like they see me coming in, they're like, "Oh, this guy has his dog in his Walmart bag, poor guy." But now they see I got a tote bag. They're like, "Oh, okay, he's just doing his daily biz. It's all good."
Look at this guy. It's like no, he's not homeless. He's just walking a dog.
He's just walking a dog.
We don't know if they have a home to go to, but it's great. But they do. They not absolutely not. What is more of your P's? You said the presentation. What are more P's?
Yeah. So presentation, patience, and patterns.
Wow, I love that.
I love all of them.
I want that on a T-shirt. Can I have that T-shirt?
Yeah, you could.
Yes.
Or perspectives. You got perspectives. You got perseverance. You have so much different P's. But for me, I have to study my patterns so I can understand my habits because we repeat patterns over and over. And
definition of insanity.
And it's like a loop. Sometimes you don't see you're looping yourself. Like you looping the same 3 seconds over and over. But once you understand certain habits, you can finally evolve. You can finally grow, Do
you feel like you're getting out of some of these negative loops by having this self-reflection?
Of course. I journal like almost every day. I journal a lot.
That's important to do, yeah.
I try to meditate. I take so much time on myself and reflect on myself. So I broke a lot of generational mindset. I broke a lot of thought, the way I am with money, the way I am with the people around me, the way I am with the way I think, and even being like the dream that I chase. Because I was born with, it was 11 of us, and I was the only one that didn't go to college to chase music.
Oh, wow. And was this was in Miami?
Yeah, and I moved out here with no family members.
Wow. So no help. Like nothing
no help. No help.
On.
But shout out to my peoples. If I ever ask for help, they will show love. But I got pride, so I don't ask for help.
Right. It's nice to know that you can ask. Well, it gives you the courage to go out there, hey, I'm going to try this. I might screw up and maybe my whole life will fall apart, but at least I tried. And then if there'll be maybe a couple people around to help me pick me up, which
course,
is a huge
yeah.
blessing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, getting forming your tribe, your found family out here is like such a big thing. Because I'm the same way. Like I came, like I don't have any family out here. I think I have like a second cousin in San Diego if like shit really goes down, I guess. But like that's it. Like,
San Diego's nice this time of year too, so maybe we should all go visit.
I still haven't been yet.
Road
man.
trip. JDAM, have you been?
I never been there.
SD, we're coming for you. Cali burritos for everybody. On
Let's
me.
do it. Let's
Yes,
do it. Let's
I
do
love
it.
it.
Let's do it.
But so you got you're getting your P's all lined up.
Yeah.
You're getting the P's lined up. You're persevering. You're making headway.
Mm-hmm.
What got you out here to LA in the first place? What was the kick in the butt that got you out of Miami or got you
It's
from
two
where you
things. I've always been a rebel and I've always been a risk taker. So once I get to a point, my life feels comfortable and I'm not. Let's say at that moment I was working at a place called BJ's, cashiering, working 8-9 hours.
Fantastic burgers.
You know, and then but this one is different. It was like a whole food grocery store.
Ew, gross. I don't know what that is.
So it was like Costco's, you know, something like that.
Gotcha.
But there would be days when I'm like, wow, they forgot to give me lunch break, and they give it to me at the end of the day, and I'm like, bro, like, and I have to catch 2-3 buses just to get home, and I'm like, yo, I can't. And my mom and a lot of people in my family is like, oh, just get a 401k, work for 40 years, and for me, I'm like,
no.
So I'm like, you know what? I got a little bit of money in my big account, and I told my friends, I say, yo, next week I'm going to LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was like.
That's
literally
amazing.
no plan. I ain't know how I was gonna get anything.
And what year was this?
I say about 3 years ago.
Oh, so you got here just before the pandemic. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was perfect.
That was perfect. No, it is though, because you got the land here and shelter in place here and like get to know people.
Yeah, like like I feel like because I was the same way. I came in 2018, so whenever it was like I had just enough time to like get to know LA, get comfortable. And then
you got to meet me.
That was dope.
Yeah.
I wanted to kill you the night I met
Oh
you.
yeah,
That's a
everyone
fact.
does. Everyone does. Everyone's like, that guy is annoying, huh? And then you get to know him. He's like,
Nah, that's a good
he's
guy.
just special.
He's a special type of guy.
But it was like got to do it, and then it everything shut down, which kind of sucked. But then like now, but like with things opening back up, and it's different, because certain things closed down, new things are opening up, so it's like everybody is now rediscovering LA together again.
Yeah.
Which I think is kind of nice.
The phoenix rising from the ashes. We love that. I'm a pyro guy, so yeah, I just love fire analogies.
Oh, that's fire.
That is fire. That is fire.
You're the one causing these fires in the
No, absolutely
in the
not.
mountains?
No,
This is you, Dan.
No, allegedly.
You know what we talked about.
I don't know how to speak sometimes. Coming out to LA from Miami, so you got a kick in the butt from like, hey, I don't want to work at this BJ's.
Yeah.
It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Who did you meet out here that like really changed maybe your life, or like what happened out here when you got here?
Very interesting because I didn't have much knowledge of how a credit score. My parents didn't really teach me about credit. They'll always tell me don't get credit because they mess up their credit. You feel
Well,
me?
exactly. I was gonna say I feel like most parents are just like, don't do it because we messed
Don't
our
do it because
lives
we messed it.
completely.
So for me, I'm like, damn, every place is asking for my credit score, and since I didn't know, I was applying for a lot of these places, and my credit
And
was
then it dropped
getting inquiries, and I didn't even know about inquiries, so I just doing application.
yeah.
It's all bullshit.
And I didn't know about application fees, so I'm giving 100 here, 100 here, 100 here, 100, paying hella application fees,
Yeah,
and
so
not
you're getting
knowing.
scared at this point, right?
At this point, it's scary. Money going down, things going crazy. I would say it was a lot of trials and tribulations, but through it all, it just made me stronger.
Right. And you
but-
finally got your home base.
It wasn't. I wasn't say it wasn't. I probably spent like 6 months. It wasn't easy. Like I probably touched my first apartment in maybe like 6 months.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's super hard moving out here without
Yeah.
any help. Like,
I think it
it's
took
like,
me like I think I was 2 months before I finally
Yeah.
you
got
got to
an
go
apartment.
through those to
Of
like, and then
course.
just scare the hell out of yourself, because that's the most embarrassing thing in the entire world is like move out here for like 2 months, spend all your money, like never
Yep,
mind,
and
I have
then-
to go back. No one wants to do that.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, like
No.
If you're ever thinking of moving to LA, like have your whatever set amount of money you have saved up, save
Then
like
quadruple
double,
it,
like
yeah.
double
Double it
that,
up.
because like
Double
fact.
up those stacks.
because like I literally because I was living in Springfield, Missouri, and I was gonna drive home to St. Louis to like spend a week with my family and then come out here. But whenever I drove to St. Louis, I ended up getting into a fucking car accident.
Ugh.
And fucking, so it was like, we fixed it all ourselves and like everything, but it was like, that was like almost $1,000 out of the money I had saved up.
Damn.
Yeah.
Before, to like, maybe it wasn't $1,000, maybe like $600.
It's just
but still,
trials
it
and
was like,
tribulations.
fuck.
The trials and tribulations are what you have to go to be better. And JDAM, you're a savant of many things, but could we say your number one love is music, is creating music? Is that your number one
That's number one.
for you?
Yeah. But now I'm getting to the point where everything I do that's outside of music is what's making my music better. I got to a point where it's like I'm doing it so much, and with social media and everything, you could easily fall into it, and you could strip the hobby off, and it could just be a job, and it could be forced.
Yeah.
So now it's me just stepping away sometimes and like, yo, let me just watch a movie. Let me listen to other stuff that inspire me, and then it helps the music now.
It helps inspire you in different ways. Anything can inspire you.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was driving over here today. Everything was so green and pretty. I
Oh,
was
yeah, you
whistling
should have
to the
heard this
tune.
guy. He was
I
just
wanted to shut up. I was like, it's so green. It looks like Swiss Alps over here.
Yeah, he pointed to a mountain and goes, "Look, it's Sweden over there."
Oh my
I know
God.
I've never been, but it seems
That's
like it'd be this
beautiful.
great. It was gorgeous, but you let the little things inspire you, and
Yeah.
it can make a big impact.
Do you like have any like go-tos or like a routine that you like kind of follow, like when you're looking for inspiration, like when you're like, I'm feeling.
Have you
like
broke
I
any
need
codes?
something."
I realize nowadays I get inspired the most when the world is asleep. So when everyone's sleeping around
Wow.
nighttime, it's like my mind is clear. Everyone's sleeping. So I don't have to worry about going to the gym or go eat. I already did it all and everyone's sleeping. So I could just like sometimes I make the best music in the world, just like
3 a.m.
3 a.m., 2 a.m.,
Are you? So you're a night owl then? Like you
Yeah.
You kind of little hibernation, day hibernation, and then you just come alive at night.
Yeah.
And that's great because there's less distraction too. You don't have people calling you constantly and like
Yeah, less
messaging you all
distraction,
that
it's
stuff.
quieter, less tweets, like everything.
Yeah. And nowadays I try to, because now I'm at a point where I realize that I don't have to search for words or search for a lot of things. The music is hitting my vessel from like I don't know where. All I gotta do is let it say what it's supposed to say.
Mm-hmm.
So once you play the beat or whatever you play, it's something higher that just hit the vessel, and it's like let it say what it's supposed to say, and that's about it.
I love that new track. It was your latest. It was First Time. Was your
First Time.
latest
Oh,
release?
yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Dude, I love that one.
We had so much fun. We drunk that night. We made it in like 5
Were you
minutes.
having the guys having a little
it was
hangout,
dope,
get together,
you know?
or what?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was like exported after one night. Like you
Yeah.
all just did it one night, and you're like,
And let's get it. But you know what's crazy about that is like I made a whole tape based on that sound, but I never put out the tape. But
We need the tape.
and a lot of people don't know I have like 2 Spotifys for 2 different music on top of that.
Oh my god! Oh, well, let's plug those right now, or do we not want people to see? one of them?
Right now, not
the
yet.
secret alter ego.
Because
you
it's
gotta
not
find
super
it.
consistent right now. But
Gotcha.
But
You're still curating right now.
yeah, I'm still curating. But the Josu Janvier, which is my real name, that's where my alternative music is at. And for hip hop and dance hall, that's JDAM.
That is so
And then
beautiful.
I usually collab with my own self, so it's JDAM featuring Josu Janvier.
Is that French?
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's
Yeah,
so
that's a
pretty.
killer name.
Yeah, I love that.
You know-
Screw JDAM. I want
Yeah, we got a
Shows
cute
French.
little croissant over there.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to.
Wee,
yeah.
motherfucker. Yes.
The goal is to blow up the other one and not use my personal name, because I'm starting to see a lot of people starting to use JDAM.
I kind of like. There's a couple folks
Yeah.
popped up.
Yeah.
I love this. I maybe Breaking Waves exclusive. You might change your name by the time this
Yeah.
ends.
Or
We'll
like
see.
I said, I kind of like that I'm using both, because to be honest, I make so much music, I could just feed. It's like Childish Gambino, Donna Glover. It's like I could just break the rules and do whatever.
Well, I would love to see you on
it's
film.
just like whoever you feel like whenever
Yeah,
you're
whatever I
making
feel like, and just putting it
Yeah.
out there, and it makes the fans happy. Like, wow, there's music here that's not over here. Like, so
So okay, if you were, because you're a fashion guy.
Yeah.
So if you were, say that you had 2 different looks for these 2 alter egos, what would they look like? What would JDAM look like, and then what would
I
real
would
name look
I
like?
would want JDAM to be more raw, more dirty.
In the trenches.
Trenches more dark, and I want the Josu Janvier to be more colorful and more.
Justin Zovet is in the sun. He's drinking
know.
Mai Tais.
You know.
Like, he's strolling on the beach.
So
Flip flops.
the other
lobster.
one is in love, and he's
Yeah.
in summer breeze riding through Malibu, and the other one is just giving you vulnerability, crazy stuff that he wouldn't even tell nobody personally.
I'm kind of getting the. Do you feel like you were JDAM your whole life, and then you kind of found this other persona? Is this something that you pulled out of yourself, or is this kind of this back and forth between these two entities, maybe and fighting inside of you the whole time?
It was always in me, but I was always surrounded by like people that just always put that limit on you. Just stick to one sound, just stick to this, just stick.
Sure.
And I was always born with so much emotions and so much things that I want to do. So I'm like, yo, so if I want to experiment and have fun the next day, you telling me just to stick to this one box? You feel me?
Right.
And I didn't like that. So that's what made me say, all right, cool. You know what? I'm just going to create something else where I could still, that inner child, I could still do it for that inner child versus somebody saying, yo, you're not going to make it because you need one of everything, you know? So I never liked that.
Have you thought about? 'Cause, I mean, you've done so much music. Have you thought about doing like a split double album, like where you like kind of like have both of them like kind of going back and forth on each other?
I think that would be super dope. I would love to just like do something with both of those and introduce it to the world.
Yeah,
you know.
You should check out this album called the artist's name is Tabby. He used to be a YouTube artist. He like did like music reactions and stuff, but he's a rapper, and he like sings a little bit too. And he did an album called Peach Fuzz, and the album is split between he has Orange Boy, which is his like more frantic, like more hardcore rapping and like kind of like more energy stuff, and then he has Lover Boy, which is the more smooth stuff. It's him singing a little bit more. And then certain track, like the album's pretty much split in half between them, but then there's like 2 or 3 tracks where he has both alter egos, and he like does different voices for them too, and they like go back and forth at each other. It's a
I don't
really
know. They
cool
both
album.
sound like the same boy to me.
You should check it out. It's a pretty cool album.
I think you could do a better job.
Yeah,
Of course, I could definitely be a great executor. It's like Eminem and Slim Shady. When you see Slim Shady, he's like, I think it's dope when the artists do that, bro. It's like, because it's imagination, bro. Like, what could you do with your imagination with characters, you know?
Yeah, that's like why like Kendrick and Tyler, you know, both do the same thing too. Like, you know, the way that they utilize the different, you know, not only the vocal aspect of it, but like, you know, using this to showcase like the different angles of their personality.
JDAM, who do you imagine an artist that you want to be like? Who's something that you want to curtail, like someone that's maybe a hero
Or someone
for
that
you?
influences you.
Yeah.
I think everyone have period of time of music that of inspiration that they listen to. You know?
Hell, yeah,
so
of course.
obviously, when I started, I wasn't open to music like I am now. But you get to know the Biggie, the Pacs, you know, the first people you know. So I started off like, oh, I'm listening to Pac, and then I found Eminem. Oh, then Andre 3000. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
And then you just keep growing with that. Then Snoop Dogg, but then you get older, and then you start tapping into rock, then alternative, and then you start tapping into Frank Ocean's, and then the Tyler the Creators, and then K Trinatra, and then J. Cole. You know,
can borrow pieces left and right.
so it's basically a blender, and you just like get some of what I usually do. I make folders of what I think of songs that's the greatest songs, and I just try to make. I would try to make something as equal of songs that I think is great.
Right,
Yeah.
and take something from here, take something from there, take a little bit of that.
Yeah,
like
of
get
course.
inspired by
Yeah,
everything because
there's no such thing as an original idea.
No. Like I think I always say like, cause you know, whether it be music or film, I'm the same way with both of them. Where I think that it's okay, like to like really show where your inspiration's coming from,
Yeah.
as long as you are doing something interesting with it. You know,
Yeah.
like if you like, there's nothing wrong with being like, oh, I see that that's a reference to this. You know, when other people might say it and then be like, oh, they just copied and pasted out of it. It's like, no, I've taken inspiration from it, but like I'll literally come into the studio with Maddie when we're working on music, and I'll have like 2 or 3 songs, and I'll play like one song. I'm like, okay, I like the bass line of this one. I like the way the drums sound in this one, and then I like
That's
this like
fire.
little guitar thing in this. Like, let's try to mix them together.
That's dope.
Do you find it easier to curate music within a group, or do you like doing it by yourself? What do
Collaboration is always
Key, right?
It's key because it's a vibe. It's a natural. You bouncing ideas, and two geniuses is always better than one. And sometimes it depends what you're talking about. Now, if you're making a crazy vulnerable song, or you're making a certain vibe, then that's
Sure.
for you. Be alone for that. But if it's just making music, you need to be at your most joyous moments to just like make that music. It's one person is playing the piano and you're just on the mic and somebody else doing something, you know? It's just like school and somebody busting a table and it's like 4 or 5 people just
Yeah. Yes, collaboration is key, and it helps us all move along and sing a fun song together.
Yeah.
And not only music, you're a film guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said on your YouTube channel you kind of want to do some filming stuff, but then are you also writing like some like short film type
Oh yeah, Jada,
things,
tell
or-
us, you're releasing something starting soon every Friday,
Yeah,
right?
every Friday I will be dropping music, and every Saturday I will just be dropping lifestyle or movie videos.
And where can we find that at?
It's gonna be on my JDAM YouTube and Instagram, my Twitter. Everything's JDAM.
Oh, perfect.
So that's gonna be
Nice.
perfect. And I am working on a short film at the moment, so which is dope.
Oh, anything you can share, or is this top secret?
Top secret because I'm still.
I love top
I'm
secret
still-
stuff. Spill the
Yeah, in
the
tea.
midst
Come on,
of
it's a
it.
Oh, all
podcast.
good. What kind of
Genre,
films
yeah.
inspire you? Yeah, like genre wise and.
You know, right now I'm literally swimming like everywhere, bro. Because I could listen to Lauryn Hill one day, then go listen to Bob Marley, then Amy Winehouse, then Bon Iver, then then Sinatra, Frank Sinatra.
I
know?
love me little Frank, dude.
I'm literally like my taste is like or I could listen to Kendrick one day and then I twist it and listen to a girl named Shako 70. You know,
Do you feel like you get overwhelmed though by listening to so much? Like sometimes I feel like there's so much noise. I mean, I'm talking from my personal experience. So like, oh, I need to hone in on this. This is what I kind of want to make what I'm creating after. If I'm doing too much, sometimes there's just too much static. Like, how do you find the hone in on the right thing?
I think now I just made the decision. Like maybe last week, I'm not listening to any music as of right now.
You're done with music.
Yeah, I'm not listening to other people's music right now.
Oh, just your
At
own.
all. I'm just listening to my world because I'm already creating production at the moment.
Right.
I'm
You're in
doing
the
film.
thick of it, yeah.
So I want. Maybe I could watch a movie. Maybe if I hear somebody playing the card, and it's like, wow, that's cool. But
Right.
sometimes you get so lost of other people's expression, and it's really not coming. You just like
Can't find your own voice.
You can't find your own voice, and everything is within us. But when you just clutter it with the things we consume, scrolling, seeing what
Yeah.
other people doing, you forget the thing that makes you stand out. You
Yeah,
know?
we're in a day and age where we crave constant stimulation.
Yeah, it's instant gratification, you know. So it's like we could see what, and our mind might see something that's working and say, let me go try that tonight at the studio. When that's not really you. You probably the weird kid that'll do some crazy shit, but now you don't want to try that because now you've been seeing so much other things that's working.
And there's a lot of worship of other people and other things and entities instead of worshiping yourself, right? Like you
Yeah.
need to have that self-love to build the
Yeah.
confidence to create something
Yeah.
that other people could maybe fall in love with.
Yeah, because you got to really dive in and really see the things that you really care about, the things that you like, and incorporate that in your fashion, incorporate that in your music. But if you're so focused on how cool everybody else thing is going, you just taking from everybody else thing versus not knowing the special thing about you is what's going to make you blow up. You know?
So what's the special story of JDAM that you're wanting people to know, whether it be through music or film? Like, what's the story you're trying to tell?
The story is definitely I want to show people that no matter what, you could do whatever you want. You know, that's why I'm inspired by the Donna Glovers, the talented creators. You know, the goal is to be an innovator. The goal is to do something legendary. The goal is to think about generations. So it's never about I want this to go viral. I want this. It's like, nah, how many people that we could change the mindset to make greater art, better art, give people an experience.
It's so amazing seeing somebody like something to show you the path. Like, hey, this is possible. You can do it too. You just got to work hard and you got to want it.
Yeah.
What is the story that made you like, hey, I want to be an artist? Like, what was this? What was the thing that you were like, hey, you know, screw this. Jay,
like whether you like made something by accident.
Like, did you make something by accident in Miami and you're like, hey, like this is kind of fun, or like, what?
All right. So where I'm from, you know, you really don't have therapy. So which means music was therapeutic to me. To this day, I don't really open up. I could fix everybody else's problems, but I won't tell nobody about mine.
You're talking to the mirror, my friend.
Know, I'll be superhero. I'll give you all the answers. But I'm not gonna tell you nothing about mine. You know.
Right.
So very early on, I seen that was a situation of mine. You know, I could make everyone laugh. I could be the class comedian, but when I go back home, you gotta face those demons. You gotta face those.
The clown
flaws.
is the saddest one in the car.
You know, the most beautiful smile can have the greatest pain. You feel me? So I needed something to vent. I needed some way to vent. So very early on, I would just leave and walk for hours, and I would just like freestyle, and then I started writing.
And was this in like middle school age?
This was middle school age.
Okay.
So I was just like, I'm talking about, and it's
so you just go on like a Messiah walk or something.
Yeah, and
just
I
out
would
in the
get lost.
desert. Yeah.
I would get lost sometimes, but it's like everything's just coming out. And I will freestyle with everything that I see. Like if I see plant, I'll rhyme with plant. If I see carpet, I'll just.
Can we go on a walk sometime? This sounds lovely. I love looking at stuff on walks.
Now
and thinking
definitely we could go on a walk. Before it probably was a different type of walk, you know? But now it's a more beautiful walk. It's you know. But that's definitely.
Let's go look at green stuff together. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about.
Look at some green and spit some bars.
So you're going on these walks. You're singing to yourself. You're rapping to yourself. And then when was the first time you shared it with someone and they were like, "Dude, this is kind of cool."
That's when I started to. I realized I had a natural talent because without me even being.
Who told you? The neighbor's dog or?
No, it's literally my sister was making me consume a lot of MTV.
Oh yeah.
So I would watch
that age,
Little Bow Wow. I would watch all these kids doing it. So and then my my older brother had a Tupac CD that I took from him, and I said, "Whoa, this is crazy. This is amazing." And one day I started just beatboxing and rapping in front of the class, and I've never seen so much people.
No, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. This is amazing.
Yeah. I'm performing in almost every pep rally, did shows, talent shows, won almost
Dude, that's
every
so
talent show.
cool. And was that for like a talent? Like everyone's like, "Hey, come up and show a special talent," or how did it come about that you were beatboxing in the classroom?
I would just do it.
Okay, yeah, you're just doing it like in between, like
you know, if I so this is the thing. If I wasn't beatboxing, then I was making you laugh. That's why if I wasn't a musician, I would have been a comedian.
Oh, for sure.
And if I'm not a comedian, I would have been a full-time actor.
Oh hell, well, you can still do them all.
That's why
right?
now I'm doing everything in periods. That's why now I'm shooting films. But my next career, I'm gonna take 10 years and be great at music. Then I'm gonna be an actor. But within acting, I'm gonna mix the comedian with it. And then at the end, I might just be a therapist.
You can do it all. Ice Cube did it. Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
Why not? You know, why not? You know, and like
shoot big, kid.
You know, it's all about riding the momentum of which one is kind of working at the moment. You know,
we only live once. I think that I kind of learned this. Like I'm a little bit older than you kids, but during the pandemic, I like came to a realization like, dude, life is short. Like I don't know what's going on, what's going to happen. Like you got to go out there and grab your dreams and try something. Yeah. At least I want to say I can try when I'm 60, 80 years old on the rocking chair, being like, I gave it a shot.
Oh yeah, like the pandemic, like kind of re-energized me a little bit, like kind of put some more of that fire, because I was like, I came out here
I was lazy.
Came here for 2 years, and like the first 6 months I was doing all sorts of stuff, and then I kind of fizzled out, and then just kind of
get into a routine.
You get, when you're just trying to survive, you're just trying to pay the bills, and you're just trying to do that, and then so it was like when we got a minute to just be like, oh no, like we got time now, like let's fucking like do stuff, like. And I think it reinvigorated that fire for a lot of people. Do you think you have had a difference in your attitude towards creating, pre-pandemic and then now where we're at today?
I think before quarantine, I was already quarantining, bro. Like
I feel like you're already in the lab, man.
I was really
You're like, this is nothing different for me.
Yeah, like you can't even ask my parents, bro. I would study. Once I heard Jay-Z study the dictionary, I was studying the dictionary. Once I heard Lil Wayne stop using notebooks, I said, "Oh, cool, I'm gonna memorize all my raps."
Which is wild.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wayne is,
So for me, it's like I would spend the whole day and I'll forget to eat. To this day, we still do that. Like we'll just forget.
No, we gotta eat.
No, we got it. Now
We gotta put some meat in them bones.
Yeah,
I'm making cheeseburgers for all of us. I'm making a mean smash burger. Do you like cheeseburgers?
Of course.
I can make vegan ones too.
Let's make
Okay.
it.
Hey
Yeah.
man, I'm with it.
All right,
Let's
I'm
definitely
doing
do
a
it.
cook up for all of us.
Hey, let's do it. I could cook pretty good too. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
We love.
Cook pretty good.
So, in like kind of taking some of these cues from those other artists and stuff, because we just did an episode, talk about some of our favorite rappers. And, so, as far as like going into technique and stuff, like how would you describe your style? Are you more focused on lyrics, or are you more focused on your flow, on the
Producing
wordplay?
side, yeah.
What's your style?
I
that you
think
lean to?
nowadays my ears are getting more attracted to melodies than bars. But back then you could rap fast and I'd be like, oh.
Yep,
But
yep.
now if you rap fast, I'm like,
That's kind of not as popular anymore right
It's
now.
not.
Right? Like that's not a popular genre. I feel like.
it's not hitting like that like it used to. So now it's like if you could do something great with a melody, that's why I love Weeknd. That's why I'm starting to love Tory Lanez new album, Retro.
Oh,
album.
hells yeah.
It's like, so if you could do something with melodies, it's more memorable in my mind. But if you still could mix it with bars, then that's a perfect formula.
Oh, yeah.
But nowadays, I want to get more into the production side of things because I realized for years I was really not satisfied with
The work that got done for you.
yeah,
yeah.
because sometimes the intention don't hit. You would link up with somebody, then they'll tell you, "Yo, I only got an hour to give you." And then we gonna make the quickest stuff,
And then it's like, yeah, what can I
Nothing
get out of
happens
that?
in an
nothing
hour,
happens.
yeah.
And they'll be like, "Yo, just freestyle, and we'll just finish up this reference."
In the hour, I usually have to pee 3 times. So
know?
yeah.
So for me, it's like I'm like, wow. I kept saying for years, like, man, I need to learn this. I don't want to keep waiting for these people,
And some people have a God-given gift of just having a good ear and knowing what sounds good together. And I feel like if that's something you have, you gotta chase that.
I definitely think because, like I said, even dancing, like I could go crazy with dancing. I could
Triple
go crazy.
threat over here.
Yeah, like that's natural rhythm. That's why it was like natural. That's why if I hear a beat, I could say, yo, like just add the drums now, or put in the pianos right now, or
Right.
remove this. So if I could see that and see the orchestra of that, then it's like, okay, let me try it out.
I think it's great to have an overview too of the whole experience. I feel like sometimes I know like I'm like editing stuff, like you kind of get stuck on one thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I got to make this little part right. But you're not looking at the big picture. Like, can people even dance to this? Is this going to be fun for everybody? Can everybody sing to it? You know what I mean? You got to you got to take the whole enchilada to have a good meal. You need the beans and rice and the chips and salsa.
You gotta have everything, right? Because the music is like food, so you gotta make sure if you're gonna serve one thing,
maybe a margarita in there. We're not sure.
Put some margarita in there so they can be surprised. Wow, he just did this.
Dang, that was some spicy mark. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are so looking forward to some new tunes.
It's gonna be dope.
And you're gonna go live on Saturdays.
I'm gonna be giving like movie lifestyle videos.
Oh, movie lifestyle
every
videos,
Saturday.
yes.
But every Friday I'm still on Instagram live. I'm on Instagram live with my boy Justin Starling.
And tell everybody what that handle is so everyone can add you on there.
It's gonna be JDAM, so that's gonna be JDAM.
Okay, perfect. And that's your IG handle and
Yeah.
the YouTube,
All
right?
across the board.
I love that.
We'll have
Simple
links.
and sweet, baby.
We do like that. We'll have links to all of your stuff in the show notes.
Nah,
of
let's
course.
definitely do that, man.
Definitely looking forward to seeing some more of some more of the fashion vlog. Saw you and Izzy do like a little
It's gonna
collab.
be
That
super
was real.
dope.
Shout out to
dope.
that guy.
Like,
That guy's
was
cool,
real
right?
fun.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dope.
you're buddies with him. We
Yeah.
had him on the show a little while ago.
Yeah, shout out to Izzy. That's a fact, though.
Don't tell him I think I like you a little bit more, but don't tell the guy. Yeah. Obviously, he never listens. Yeah, it's fine.
Nah.
But dude, this was amazing. Thanks for
Nah,
coming,
thank you.
man.
And then could I give a shout out?
Of
course.
Shout it out, baby.
First of all, shout out to my fans. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to my dad. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to Da Vinci, Angelo. Shout out to all the squad. Shout out to these amazing guests. And shout out to everyone that came to watch this interview today. Thank you so much.
You have a friend named Da Vinci? I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
I've had Doug as a friend. Yeah, it's like Doug's cool and everything. He's also an asshole. But shout out to you, JDAM. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks all those people you mentioned. They made you the wonderful young man you are today.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have you hanging out at the BetaWave studio more often.
We're coming to you, too.
We're going to come to you.
Yeah.
We're going to get up in Izai's apartment. We're going to get everywhere. We're going to fucking make this shit work. We're gonna
we really need to do a BetaWave with, like, in some art, like us as a performance, bro.
No, that's what I've been telling Maddie. I was like, yo, let's try to get, like, 10 BetaWave people, like, all on a track together.
Like,
and I know I can freestyle a little bit, too, okay?
You can do the spoken word intro.
Let's
That's all I'm allowed.
Let's create a deadline for that. Let's create.
Because I straight up want to do. I want to do like a monster, like how Odd Future would do, like 12 people like on track. Like you, me, Izai, get Bianco back in. Get Tori up in there.
That's fire.
That'd be fun.
Insane.
No,
all right, good things are coming, people.
Let's get it.
Good things are coming. Make sure you are following BetaWave on Instagram and Twitter at BetaWave.tv. Make sure you are liking, subscribing. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. And and I'm your boy _Daddy Disco on Twitter and Instagram.
Ooh. Music Man Dan over here signing off from BetaWave Studios. This is Breaking Waves, and thank you guys. Thanks again.
Hey, thank you.
Stay wavy, y'all.
Bye.
Hey.